the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us. And off we go on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
They're on the 29-yard line.
Game's first play. And that ball incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary. Let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Let's go now.
On second down, it's Nix. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Next, from the gun, on third down. They'll try and get there on the ground. And Nix with a wise move there at the end. Sliding to a stop, but he's got the first down. That one good for 15 and a first down. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. To throw is Nix. Yes, it's incomplete. He did get the pass on, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball to prevent the sack.
From the shotgun, here's Nix.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that's going to work out just fine. Good hit, well covered, touchdown at the 5.
On 2, ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
Gun. Dot. 11, Thomas.
Slot man in motion right.
Dot.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. 11. Dot.
Now Brown. And he's going to give ground and lose
We're
yardage
good.
here. Back
11
to the
MT.
six.
Hey. 11.
Loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Taken in by DeNvzCIN. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
These third down conversions are just so important. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we
11
can,
mighty.
scoring
11 mighty.
points. So if
Here
you
we
want
go.
to stay on the field, you
Stop.
better be good on third down.
And they're going to mark him down right at
Hey, we
the
gotta go
30.
score. Let's go. 11.
14 more yards.
12.
Another Bengals first down. First and 10.
11 MT. 11 MT. Dot.
Burrow now to throw on first down. He's got DeNvzCIN open down the field. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
What can I say? Like, good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end. But in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing.
Here we go.
Not only to be the possession guy, convert first down, but then have the ability to be the matchup, to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both. And when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
One. Ready?
Hook him up on a second down and 8.
Here we go. Dot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to bring up third down.
On 1. Ready? Here we go.
Higgins sent in motion.
Dot.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. That is DeNvzCIN. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Touchdown number 9 for the year. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule: the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Their own 49-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. A big play to kick off this drive. An even 40 yards.
Ready, set. Go. Set.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And he's into the end zone. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
11. 11, Thomas. Hot.
Burrow working in the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes,
11,
and
MT,
that ball falls incomplete.
Burrow here on second down. We'll find Brown out of the backfield. He'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Hey, we're good.
On first and 10, Burrow. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
At the 12-yard line.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Go. Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Chubb. He is in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Broncos. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. His kick is good. Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Bengals 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll roll through the end zone. It's a touchdown.
On the 30-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Gun. Hot. 11. Hot.
Carry here for Brown. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31.
On the yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Hot.
To throw is Burrow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Loss of 12.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down,
Here we go.
move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive. This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. Sure, that return is not going any farther. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Ready? Set go.
How to throw it here on first down. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. Nice return there. He is out of bounds right at midfield.
It's not often like that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here we go, here we go. Eleven. Dot.
On first down, Burrow. Now he'll air one out. And that is incomplete.
Not exactly breaking news here, but they got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open for them. That's pretty clear. The main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to take a lot better.
T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And now it's fourth down. Here's their punter now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Putting the tight end in motion.
Dot.
A run on first and goal. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
On one, ready?
Second and goal.
Let's get set. Dot.
To throw is Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. He works free. Right side. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one ball, he gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is here. This can go all the way back for a pick 6.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Geno Stone with the tackle. Here's second and 6. Once again, it's a chop. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. This Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his tight end, it's Ingram. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Thrown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Here's a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
They'll motion over Sam. Go! And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go. No gain.
Going to look to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And that'll set up 4th down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. This one not on target. It is short. It is right. It is no good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Dot!
1st down throws for Burrow. He keeps it himself. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. Dot!
On the ground, it's Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, opening things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Burrow. For the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And the Broncos are going to get it back here, just shy of the 20.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Let's go!
Big snap on 1st and 10. That one incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. That will lead to a 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On 2nd down. Theomatic only about 3. So it will bring up 3rd down. They'll throw. It's Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
Here we go, set!
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment.
On that line! Ready? Set, go!
Here's Chubb. Down the sideline, past the 45. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy's a head.
They'll go with Chubb. And a good run there. Gonna get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Nix to throw. And he'll just break the ball and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. Now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, look to play another down.
3rd and 5. Throwing. Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. Now the Broncos will use the first of their timeouts as they get stopped with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. Down wide, trying to try and screen. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. 2nd down. Nix. To the end zone there. It is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have. The opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Mims set in motion here. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's holding at the 2. To the goal line and in. Nix, Chubb. Touchdown, Denver. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go, here we go.
Tight end on the move left.
Dot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. So, we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. First and 10.
Here we go. Start.
A run with Moss to begin the drive. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Start.
Burrow fires quick to Higgins. He's taken down just shy.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 12, 12, 12.
14 yards.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
First and 10 at the
God.
48-yard
Burrow
line.
now to throw on first down. This will be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and
On one,
he's
right?
lucky that it just falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's
Let's get set.
2nd and 10.
Start.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's going to run it. Strong running there.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Inside
11,
the
11.
25.
28 yards. And the Bengals.
11 MT. 11 MT.
First and 10 at the
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll go right and find his running back. Give him 12 on that one. Another first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field.
On one, ready?
This offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk
Gun,
play,
gun.
just a little
11
bit of rhythm
MT,
that they
take.
can build off of.
11 MT,
They have
take.
a long way to
Start.
go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He pulls it in around the 5. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
It's been a really good drive so far. What I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown,
12,
but with
12,
first and goal,
12.
this defense
11
certainly has their
MT,
back
take.
against the ropes.
Start.
They'll run with Moss. And he will not get in from there. I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. This defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and
Here we
goal.
go. Start.
Burrow. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters
11
the
MT.
most.
11 MT.
I think he just saved 6
Here we
by
go.
getting his hands on that one.
Start.
They'll run. It's Moss. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and
That
goal.
third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
He is 2 for 2. It is good. And the Bengals have the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
That's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Samuel brings this in along the sideline. And he's in! DENvzCIN Samuel! Touchdown Broncos!
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
Here we go.
They'll start this on the ground with Boots. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Dot.
Back to throw, Burrow. He'll let one go down the middle. And he will score. Touchdown Bengals. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. They'll get across the 20, talking down 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll go play action with Hicks. Now a shot downfield for Samuel.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, his quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Running is Chubb. Good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now a 3rd and 2. This looks like a design run. Punch there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? Once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. Nick's gonna throw for it. He'll take a shot with Mims. And they're not gonna catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Denver. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one. Set to go now on first and
Here we go,
10.
here we go. Stop.
Burrow now. Left side is made by Higgins.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Second and a yard.
Let's get set. Stop.
Now, Burrow. That's complete. It's Yoshiba. And that's a first down. That will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll air one out for Higgins. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big jump pass play, they find themselves down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Stop.
On first down, Burrow. We'll find a round out of the backfield.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here we go.
So, back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A good spot here, second and a yard.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a handoff to Moore. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Bengals first down.
On 2, ready?
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
Now here's second and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will find his way to the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen in a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To throw is Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. Look at that big man go. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
This is one of those plays, Mike, where just everything aligns. It's the right play call, the right target, an accurate ball, and then a lot of room to run after the catch. So they can continue to find these matchups and these holes in the secondary. This quarterback and this playmaker group, this is a tough offense to slow down.
Outside, hauled in by Samuel. Third and a yard. They try to run it here, and it's Chubb. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
At the 2-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He will do it himself. He's in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Let's get set. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas. Sahat.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. They look underneath and find Hero. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Get set.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd.
11. Sahat.
Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that is incomplete.
rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Hey, we got to keep scoring. We got to keep scoring. 11.
Here's 2nd and 14.
At the 39-yard line.
He'll look underneath here for Brown. Oh, yeah. He's still on his feet. for him now on the afternoon. So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to
Here we go.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught. And they get the two-point conversion.
I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Okay, ready? They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And the Bengals are going to take over the 13-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 12. Shot.
To throw is Burrow. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
At the 15-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
I'll run up the middle with Chubb. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one.
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look. And indeed, this call will be overturned.
Good. Next the score, Broncos 49, Bengals 32. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
One, ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
Now, Burrow. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. But fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
get set.
Throwing is Burrow. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. We've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Gun. Dot.
Burrows from out of the gun here on third down. He's got a receiver. It's Chase.
Gotta go quick. Let's go.
Down on the other side of midfield.
11, Thomas.
Burrow now to throw on first down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Gotta go. 11.
17 more yards. That's another bingo.
First down throw for Burrow. Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First down, Broncos.
So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. And it is their third consecutive